Good morning and sliding in the afternoon. Nana here, also known as Judy Allen in San Antonio, Texas. So this is the last exploring color alternative that we're doing, because from there we'll move on to the next paper pumpkin kit that we'll actually be doing live, not this Sunday, but the last Sunday of the month, right? So let's go down the hands and let's get started. So you can see how this fun card comes together, and it's very simple, right? We like to do some simple, fun cards from the stamp set. So this is actually the card, front and back of the card that's in the kit. And what I've done is I have cut off 4 inches. So you can see this is the line right here that was actually already done. And so what I've done is I've got 4 inches by 5.5. Let's see if I'll double check that for you. Yes, see, 5.5 is up there. So what I did is I took off 1/4 inch, so that would give me 5.25 inches. So from there, we're just going to take the 4. I've cut this here. These are 2 inches wide, and the height is literally 2 5/8. And the reason is that it's an eighth like that. It's almost 2.5, but it's because of the fact, and we might trim it a little bit more, is because the fact is that 5.25 divisible by 2, right? Because it's got down to 5.25. And the reason we do that is because we're going to turn around and we're going to put it on this coordinating cardstock. And we're just going to lay it out right here just so you can see it. And see how it's going to lay out as we get doing it. So this is where you decide how tight or if you want any more. So it's going to sort of remind you a little bit of a stained glass, or it's also going to remind you a little bit of some things we've done before in, especially on Adventure Stampin', where we've gone and done the stack and shuffle. So it looks similar, except we're just doing this right here. You're going to still keep the image, and we're going to put a tag in here, all right? So first thing we do is we're going to get this adhered down. So what I love how about this paper is it's just this cardstock, where it's actually card, right? Because you really don't have cardstock since they've got artwork on the front and back of the cards. So we're just using it to do that here. And so I'm just going to line these up and we're going to put them down. And this is just a simple way to alternate, especially something that's got beautiful scenic stuff like this. So you sit there and keep all the scenes, and you just make it look like a stained glass window, sort of, right? So there's just different ways we can do that. So we did a layering a few weeks ago, and we showed you how you could stagger that and give that the same look and still retain your designs. And we're doing the same thing here today. And by all means, if you're out there, please be sure to say hello emoji or something, right? Because the last Sunday of the month is when we do our door prize winners that we draw from people for the past month that have made comments, emojis, or whatever. Any way we can sit there and know that you have been there to be able to put your name in the drawing. So even when you go to YouTube, Instagram, if you put a comment, emoji, whatever, we enter you in the door prize drawing. So we give away 3. So don't forget to do that. We like to do the door prize drawings, right? Put this down right here. Oops, let me move that over just a little bit. And then from there, we just have to stamp our tag. And you can see it's not going to be a big deal. I'm just going to move it over just a little there. I was trying to make sure I got it lined up just right the way I wanted it. Okay, there we go. All right. From here then, we're going to stamp our happy birthday, because I don't know about you, but I never have enough birthday cards and thank you cards. Those are mostly the 2 most used cards that I have is happy birthday and thank yous. Because right, we can always thank somebody. I'm going to put this over to the right because I'm actually going to put something on here. So there's, there's always people you can thank. Always, always, always. And, right, there's always somebody that you know that has a birthday. Yes, I'm using the reverse side of this because I didn't realize that last time they have a white one in the kit as well as these. And I'd actually used my white ones, not realizing that I had used them up and had not used these. So there you go. Nobody knows except if you're watching today. So I'm going to put this, I'm actually just going to put this right across the middle here. Alright, so we'll still get our scenery all right there. Oh, I'm supposed to put this down first. Just a second. Just a second. Yeah, it was too easy. Hold on. There you go. Alright. I was too busy looking at that one and forgetting I had the other one right here. Alright, so it's going to be like this. Okay, so I'm just going to put some tape on the back of here. I've also got glue dots that came in the kit that I could use. I'm just going to use this. And I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to put it right here. That's what I wanted to do it to begin with, so I'm just going to do it. You're still going to get the background and everything and all. Now, I went and fussy cut this. There's a different thing. These are all stamped from the stamp set, and I just fussy cut around them because I wasn't sure which one I was going to do. Many times, right? It depends on who I'm sending it to. And I wasn't sure on the color either, so I had to stamp different colors, right? Not fussy cut. I could do that one too. I like this one too. This one's nice and different. So I'm going to use just a small dimensional on this one, or I can use glue dots, but I'm going to give it just a little bit of height, right? So I'm just going to use some small dimensionals. So yes, I couldn't decide which colors I wanted to use, right? It's one of those things that one moment I want one color, and next minute I've done that enough that I want another color. So that's okay, right? It's all about creating, sharing, and giving. So we're going to create and be sure to give. So I'm just going to put this right here. And that is just how easy it is to make a card. All right, so just to recap here. This is just the tags left over in the kit. This is the front of the card that I had right here. And I cut 4 inches off because the actual line here, the fold line here, that was already pre-scored. See, so I just cut 4 inches off here. Then at the bottom of that, which you can see where I pair up right here, I took off 1/4 inch from here. So that made the total what I worked with 5 1/4. Then I turned around and halved it, height-wise, to 2 inches on each side. Then I halved the 5 1/4 that I had left to 2 5/8. So it's a little small, but it allows you to give just a little bit there, still retain the look, right? So it looks like you didn't do a whole lot, but you just give it a nice different look. Then we stamp this here, and I add the tags with dimensionals, and then I actually had added that, and I fussy cut that, right? That is from the stamp set. So that's just how simple it is to be able to make a card for somebody, right? It's all about creating, sharing, and giving. So that's not very complicated, and there's no reason why you can't go out there and create, share, and give. So be sure to go out there and do that. We will have the video posted later on YouTube, and we will also have the cards posted on Instagram. All right, we're also on Pinterest, and you know what? We're here Wednesdays and Fridays at noon. Wednesdays with Keep It Simple, Step It Up on Adventure Stampin', and on Fridays we're here with Zoe and Nana with Teach Me Nana. So mark your calendar. The last Sunday of the month at 4 p.m. is when we'll do the new paper pumpkin kit, and we'll do our door prize drawings. With that, be blessed. Look forward to seeing you next week on Teach Me Nana. Bye.